Hello, my sexy, soulful Saggies. Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to deliver your guided healing reading for the month of October. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. I want to thank everyone for their tips and their personal readings as well. If you want to book with me, feel free to email me at sachithescorpio@gmail.com. So, during the cleansing ceremony, Saggies, the angel of new life came up. So what I was feeling is that there's definitely some sort of new opportunity there. You are, I feel like, going through a rebirth at this moment. I know that you went through some really rough things for quite a long time. But right now I'm really feeling like there's an air of new energy, an air of new life really coming in. We have the Seven of Swords come up, which is like a zombie coming out of the ground. So I feel like there is some sort of like lover that's back from the dead that has popped up, or some sort of like internal conversation with yourself that is kind of back from the dead. And then when for my clarifying deck, Lampent came out using flickering flames, which to me symbolizes that this could be some sort of flame that you've had that has been flickering. For some of you, it's also your twin flame. The angel of new life is also two twins. So this might be a new beginning with a twin flame relationship as well. So because we're in Libra season, happy Libra season, by the way, we're going to take a look into what is out of balance in your life for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And then in the extended, we're going to look on how to bring balance to the situation if you need some advice on that. So let's take a look. What is out of balance with our Saggies? Whoa. Okay. Usually I wouldn't do three, but what I'm getting here, there is, you know, this is the At, null, the emptiness. So there is some sort of void that you're feeling. And I just did Scorpios, and they got this card as well. And so what I'm getting is there's some sort of void, some sort of emptiness that is felt when you are not speaking to someone here. Okay, the angel of silence. I feel like someone is not talking to you. They kind of left you out in the cold here with the angel of silence and snow. So what I'm getting is you feel as though you are lacking something, right? That there's some sort of emptiness here because of that. Also, I'm picking up that some of you may need to make sure that you are eating properly, where you might not eat because of this. It might make you a little nervous or something. All right, let's see. What's going on here? What's out of balance here? What is out of balance here? We have strength in reverse. Yeah, something is making you feel like you aren't strong here. That it, like, your willpower feels lowered because of some sort of emptiness that you feel because someone isn't talking to you. Someone really gave you the cold shoulder is what I'm getting here. I feel like there's one more. You could be dealing with a Leo. There's one more that wants to come out here. The Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely your twin flame. Four of Wands indicates like twin flame union, but for this one specifically, what I'm getting, like, this is following like a fairy path, right? A guided path of going down, you know, into the fairy world, into wonderment, leprechaun energy, but it's in reverse. So there was some sort of like bad luck is what I'm getting. What's the light energy here? What's the light energy? Ooh, yep, this wanted to come right towards me, and it's the solar plexus chakra. So for the solar plexus chakra, you know, this is very much your sense of self. And here we have strength, right? It's very similar. And this ball that's coming out, that is like your soul. That's your soul. So what I'm getting is it really has to do with your solar plexus, your sense of self. What I'm getting here is for a lot of you, you've met your twin flame, or it's possible that you just have a really deep connection with someone, possibly a Leo here. And the way that you felt with them was so strong that now that they aren't around, you feel like you're lacking something. Like there's some part of you that's empty, that's null, that's void. And it's because you're not getting this person, right? They've shut you out. And your solar plexus chakra is really entangled with who you are in relationship to that person. You know, you might say like, I'm this person's twin flame, or I'm this person's lover, or I'm this person's mother, daughter, father, son, whatever it may be. And you're defining part of yourself as your relationship with this person. What's the shadow here? It's making you feel not strong. So we have dark energy using roll up. Whenever I get that, I feel like, you know, a coping mechanism might be to roll up a joint or a blunt or a cigarette, whatever it may be, you know. But what I'm getting is that this is some darkness that's rolling back up, okay? And we do have the angel of new life, so I do believe that there is a new beginning on the horizon, but I also am feeling that there's some, you know, balance that needs to be brought to this situation, because whenever there's dark energy coming out, obviously that's not good. But because we have the Seven of Swords, how I mentioned, like, something's back from the dead, or a lover's coming back from the dead. So it's possible that the silence might be broken if someone's coming back in, right? And if they come in and maybe then they, you know, give you the cold shoulder again, you know, understand that this is a cycle that is repeating here. So someone is definitely about to roll up. And what I'm just getting, it's kind of like the general darkness rolling back up. Okay. And it's because it needs to be healed and integrated, right? This isn't like, oh my God, a terrible forecast, right? This is about soul growth. This is guided healing. All right. It says, by flapping its leafy fan, it can whip up to gusts of 100 feet per second that can level houses. Yeah. So this is definitely a conversation that really comes up, and what I get is that it can really put your solar plexus in a tizzy. And whatever this person or thing that's rolling back up, you know, or thoughts, right? Like I said, this could be a mindset that's coming back from the dead. It can level houses, right? That's really strong wind, and strong wind is strong communication. So what I'm getting is you might be like mean or even violent to your own mind. Like you might say really mean things about yourself to yourself because of this. Let's see. Whew. All right, what's the balance? What's out of balance here? Whew. I mean, that already, Sag. Wow. Let's see tell me more about this situation. The angel of death. Yeah, but death is coming, right? Okay, that sounded terrible. Sorry, Sag. A rebirth is coming, right? Because death automatically equals a rebirth. That's what Scorpio teaches, is that, you know, that's what happens. We're going through a rebirth. You had the angel of new life come up. So right now it looks like you're going through that death period of mourning a loss, right? Like the angel of death points to the book like, yep, that's right where it happens. And what you need to understand is that the ending of this relationship, or the ending of whatever this was meant to happen. It's a necessary facilitator in your personal healing journey. So you need to kind of accept it as such and think about what you're going to be learning and how are you going to be ushering in and integrating the new beginning that's about to happen. Also, like, look how similar those guys are. Just saying, even color scheme and all. So I feel like it's kind of that might be what's rolling up back from the past. You might be having some really negative thoughts here, and especially about your sense of self, your solar plexus chakra, and you need to make sure that you are being strong here, okay? Especially if this is your twin flame, because obviously it's going to take your energy centers for a spin. Okay, so definitely going through the mourning, the, you know, ending phases of a rebirth, but a rebirth is here. Like I said, the angel of new life popped up. So tell us more about this death. And also, again, make sure you're eating healthy, because he's holding an apple and I'm thinking poison apple. And, you know, with this emptiness, how I mentioned, some of you might not be eating properly. Make sure you're feeding yourself food for the soul. Whew. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands coming out in reverse and the Three of Swords. You are really being asked to let go of the heartbreak, and it is coming to an end, right? The Three of Swords, this is all about pain, loss, heartache, heartbreak, like literally losing your love is the Three of Swords. Because it's in reverse, you are being asked to let the sadness die, let the pain die. And it's because the Queen of Wands in reverse, right? This is some Sagittarius energy. Queen of Wands upright is the highest form of divine feminine when it comes to that fire. That is love. That is lust. That is passion. That is intensity. And of course, spirituality. But this definitely feels more like a love situation. And so it is allowing the feminine, you know, the emotional body of the situation to truly let go of this hurt and this heartbreak. Let's see. What's the light energy? You are being asked to, like, put it to rest. Put it to rest. What's the light energy? Electopus, light punch and ambush. Yeah, this solar plexus energy, and what I'm getting is it's kind of the other person. It's like, sometimes it's a light punch on who you are, and sometimes it just ambushes you. Like, my heart chakra is really, like, woof right now. So is the left half of my body, which is the feminine half. And I hope that no one has physically hurt you. If so, I'm very sorry. But I'm getting more that this is a blow to the solar plexus of who you think you are, where sometimes, you know, this electricity that runs through you about, you know, this, sometimes it's just a light punch to who you are. And sometimes it doesn't take too much strength away from you. Other times it just completely ambushes you and you feel your sense of self just getting away from you. It says, electricity runs across the surface of its body. In darkness, its entire body glows a whitish blue. So some of you may have been visited by a being. You might have seen a light being. Interesting. But you know, it talks about electricity running across the surface of his body. And remember, like, electricity runs through our own body. And it's really important that you regulate your nervous system so that it's not having these trauma responses. And you might actually have a neurological surge. It might cause your body to shake. It might cause, you know, different things that's happening in your body, especially if this is your twin flame, like I said, with the Four of Wands coming out in reverse. Like, I mean, if it's obviously going to cause biological responses if that is the case, okay? Yeah, we have Lampet using Mirror Mirror, and remember how I said this came out in the cleansing ceremony using flickering flames, which is why I thought for a lot of you it was a twin flame reading. So for Mirror Mirror, you need to understand that, like, the situation of your actions are going to mirror the consequences, right? If you continue to stay in this heartbreak, then it's going to stay in the heartbreak. New life can't come until you've actually mourned the death of it and, you know, are allowing this rebirth here. It says, it arrives near the moment of death and steals spirit from the body. Okay, so it's talking about, you know, arriving at the moment of death. So if you allow this to completely die so that it can be reborn, so that the angel of new life can come in next, right? Like, I mean, just saying. Also, for some of you, okay, so it talks about it steals spirit from the body, okay? And that's exactly what this strength card is, all right, in reverse. And what you need to know is, if this is your twin flame, right? Yes, you share an energetic bond throughout your chakras. And if you, like, okay, psychically, you will mirror each other, right? So if they are taking strength from you in terms of your sense of self, right? If you are applying who you are in regards to your relationship with this person, it's going to, you know, it's never going to shift, right? You're not going to be able to get some of that back in that cord unless you, you know, start psychically working on this, okay? Like, this is a third eye, so it very much has to do with the mind. And like I said, you know, regulating your nervous system, regulating your thoughts so that you're not in consistent sadness here is just really important. And everything is a mirror, including your divine counterpart, okay? But for those of you it isn't your divine counterpart, obviously, you know, the world is a reflection. The universe is a reflection of what is going on, which is also a reflection of what's going on with your divine counterpart. So, all right, let's see what's the shadow here. What's the shadow here? Toga kiss using powerful slap. So I don't know if this person comes around and like kisses you or something, but powerful slap, like I said, geez, we have light punch and powerful slap. So what I'm getting is there is some sort of darkness that's coming up about, you know, maybe you kissing this person or even this person kissing someone else, because, you know, fairy type does indicate a relationship with somebody, a one-on-one relationship, a deal-making relationship. So it's definitely a powerful slap that's, you know, going on. And what I'm getting is you need to kind of slap this darkness with some good energy, right? Like, Toga kiss is a beautiful fairy type. It's all about getting loving kisses and enjoying rainbows, you know? So you definitely need to kind of be slapped in the face by a fairy to bring in some light into your life, to be honest. It says, it shares many blessings with people who respect one another's rights and avoid needless strife. Yeah, you need some people in your life that are not full of sadness. You need people who, you know, who respect who respect one another's rights, okay? Definitely LGBTQ energy, but who respect other people's rights, people who have solidarity with all of humanity, okay? Just good, loving people, okay? And also people who avoid needless strife. You know, so anyone who wants to give you the cold shoulder, okay, right? But you need to, in order to mourn this death, you need to create positive relationships with people that are full of love. You need to slap some love, some unconditional love, some people who, you know, are about other people's rights and avoiding conflict if possible. I mean, that's what you need. And that is, like, you know, part of the death here. All right. It may have been that you met someone that was like that. And that's what the thoughts are rolling up. That, like, this is only for some of you, but it's like, the darkness is now because you don't have people like that right now. And you felt that with this person. All right, let's see. What else is out of balance here? Like Toga kiss, I also get people like super respecting boundaries and stuff like that. All right, let's see. What else is out of balance here? Malkuth, ground, the kingdom. So it looks like I was hearing like that there are multiple people that maybe you're not getting along with. It's like you want to switch communities in some way. But with the ground, you know, this is where you're rooted, right? You're grounded. So some of you definitely need to do some grounding meditations. And the kingdom I get as like home life. So there is trouble in the kingdom is what I'm hearing. What else is here? Please explain. Why is this out of balance? Okay, that's way too many. But we have the Eight of Swords, which is like, I'm hearing Dido. I will go down with this ship. So, yeah. It's like we're all in this together as well, is what I'm hearing. What is going on here? We have the High Priestess in reverse going right to the Four of Wands. So what I'm getting is there might be people that you're friends with or whatever that are doubting twin flame stuff with the High Priestess in reverse. It's like, don't believe that spiritual stuff is what I'm hearing. So there is definitely some issue there. I want to see what else. What I'm getting is like the magic is off there, and there's not like the abundance, right? It's not going on this leprechaun journey to riches, which, you know, the leprechauns, you know where they go. They go to the end of the rainbow, to the pot of gold. And that's what this toga kiss is. It's at the end of the rainbow with a pot of gold. So it's like they don't believe in rainbows, if you catch my drift. All right, what else is going on here? The Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain in this kingdom. Like the Nine of Swords, I just hear, I honor my pain. Like, woohoo, woohoo, woo. So there's a lot of pain here in terms of the disruption in the kingdom. Okay. And I feel like you are pained by what is going on, and more so that they are stuck in like a constant state of pain or hurt. I feel very unhealed people in this kingdom. What's the light energy here? Going right to Electabuzz, water energy. So this has to do with emotions. So obviously emotions in the kingdom, in the home life, are at a very high. This is also the throat chakra. So with the throat chakra, it's, you know, conversations are not going well. I feel like there's a lot of yelling and arguing. What's the shadow here? Seismitoad, echoed voice. Yeah, things are getting very loud. And Seismitoad is, you know, known for causing seismic waves and things of that nature. So very loud, very destructive. So I'm hearing, yeah, like a lot of arguing, a lot of sadness. It says they shoot paralyzing liquid from their head bumps. They use vibrations to hurt their opponents. Okay, so for some of you, it might not even be actually screaming, but the emotional reverberations through this. It talks about sending reverberations to hurt its opponents, you know, like, and the bumps on its head, right? That's like our brain. Like I said, this electrical surge. So there's really like an energetic emotion. It's like emotions become like, whoo, a weapon sort of. And it's just like, ooh, getting really intense in the home life is what I'm feeling there. Whew. All right. Well, Sag, like I said, we will look into what can help this in the extended. We're going to look on how to bring some balance to this situation. But let's pull one. What is the advice for Sag here? That wanted to fall right into my lap. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So I was really feeling that when this death card came out, it's like, you need to remember that this is part of the book, right? This is part of your coding. This is part of your divine plan and your healing process. And you need to trust that everything is going to get better, right? We did have the angel of new life come up in the cleansing ceremony. So new life is on the horizon. Change is going to come, right? And I see that you are stuck in sadness right now, and you want to let it go, right? You do. You want to let it go, but something is still keeping you there. And it looks like solar plexus. So like I said, if you want to follow me into the extended, the link is in the description box below. If not, then I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye.